Good morning. So this is time and date command in the Linux. So we have different use cases that we are going to use. So I'm going to put out the basic understanding, and then we'll try to understand in what cases that we have to use date and time command, so that you can understand the real use cases purpose. Okay. And what are their parameters, and we'll try some examples in commands, and then a script will try to make the backup with the timestamp command, sorry, with the time and date command, and we'll try to do some other automation in order to understand the real industry based scenarios. Okay. So let's start with this date command. So what is date command? So date command is a Unix Linux operating systems a utility which provides uh, the feature like you can check the time and date, and for different purpose. I'm just going to note down some of the use cases that you will be using for date and time command. Okay. Sorry. In a very simple lamb word, if I'd say, so date command is used to display the system date and time. System date and and time. If I'll talk about what is the syntax, you understand the main purpose. Like this is the main purpose, to display the date and time of the systems. And whenever you are creating any certain infrastructure as a being a solution architecture, so we have to make sure every system use the same time zone and timing, so that you can synchronize the data in order to sync the data. Or suppose if you are using the active directory, so we have to make sure like time and date should be same across the environment or across the infrastructure in order to avoid any bad consequences. Okay. So I have to, I mean, you understood the concept right now. So what are the use cases and what are the things that people might use in real time scenarios, so that I'm going to note it down. So first would be, just a second. So first would be displaying current date and time. Displaying current date and time. Okay. The basic syntax of the Linux command would be date, and you will be have certain options. Option is nothing, one kind of parameter that you will be passing, and format. So this will be your syntax, and this syntax will be having the different parameters that we are going to use in this lecture. Okay. And so for that you can use the, basically directly you can run the date command. Okay. It will display the information of the system, timing, about the timing. Okay. And second would be custom date and time formatting. Custom date and time formatting. Okay. And just example, I'm just adding, suppose if you want to see custom date information, like if I'll go to the terminal, just a second. Okay. For example, if you want to check the date, sorry, date, right? So this is the system time, this is the system local time, default time that you are able to see. And if you'll see here, this is in UTC. Okay. This is a universal timing. that system is using. You can change into the IST, you can change into the GMT based on your requirement that you can update. Just I showed you this command just for the understanding purpose so that you can understand how exactly you can check the system timing, right? And other scenario would be like, suppose if you have any running applications and if you have any certain scripting or anything, right? So we will be require some timestamp, right? Execution times. And for example, suppose if you are making the backup and you want to rename the backup file name with the timestamp, so how exactly you're going to do that? So first let's go through the main point, like we can understand what exactly we are using. So slowly, step by step, you will understand all these things. Okay, I'm just writing just for your understanding purpose. I'm writing. Don't put it in your head like you're not able to understand. I'm just writing in a very simple manner. Like these are the command. This is what it does. I'll explain each and every points step by steps. So I'm just noted it down just for your clarification, like what exactly we are going to learn. Okay, so this is the command that we'll be using in order to print the year, capital Y, and hyphen percent %m is nothing to display the month in short format. Hyphen percent %d, that means date, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 till 31, like. So in month we have a date, so it is going to display the information about the date, like what kind of date it is as of now when you have created the file or whenever you have run the scripts and all. Okay, blah blah blah, etc. You can take any of the parameters. So total we have almost uh, 5 to sorry 10 to 11 parameters, and then I'm going to tell you what these parameters does. Whatever, suppose in case if you want to print the month, suppose in case if you want to print the, suppose in case if you want to print the date, suppose if you want to print the timing, suppose if you want to print the minutes, hours, and just give me a second, guys. So we are going to understand this part as well. Just I'm noted it down. So third will be displaying only date or time, okay, based on your requirement. Displaying date and time, okay. And the fourth point will be setting system date and time. Time zone conversion. As you know that we have different time zone that we live. So based on your requirement, you can set your system with a different time zone, whether it is IST, whether it is GMT, whether it is UTC, whether it is US. So we have different time zone that we are going to see. So in order to check, okay, time conversion, it could be UTC, it could be IST, GMT, okay, US, blah blah blah, so many things are there. Okay, and sixth point, calculating future and past date. calculating future and past rate. Okay, so sometime whatever some situation will come where you want to execute certain script or certain activity or certain task in future, maybe 1 hour, maybe after 2 hours, maybe after 3 hours. Okay, from the start point. So in that scenario, we'll try to understand how exactly you can calculate start time, current time, or end time. So based on the scenario, you can create the logic and you can do the task. Okay, so that is what you can do. And seventh point would be measuring script execution. And then eighth point is generating timestamp, generating timestamp in scripts. And ninth, this is the simple points. I'm not gonna put all this thing. So these are the major activity that we will be doing in order to manage everything. Okay. So we'll go through all the steps one by one. First, we'll try to understand what are these things does and how the command, how you can execute the command, and what is your requirement. Okay. So we'll understand everything step by steps. Okay. So first of all, I'll try to explain what command, what kind of parameters, what exactly displays, what kind of commands, sorry, what kind of parameter you can set it based on your requirement. Okay, so let's go through one by one. So before jumping into that, I'm going to give the some abbreviation like syntax, how exactly that you are going to write the syntax in order to execute that date command, date and time command. So syntax will be very simple. The very simple syntax will be the command, date, and you will be having the options. Okay, and format. When I talk about format, what exactly it is asking? So format you can divide into the multiple I mean we have different formats, but I will recommend you in order to memorize or in order to remember, so put that formats in sequence manner so that you will be able to do that. Okay, first we'll start with the A, then small a, then capital B, then small b, then we have a D, then small d. Okay, and then we have a H. Yes, small d. Then we have a small h. I will put it caps H later because this H category comes under minute. Okay, if we'll talk about A is nothing. It defines the Sunday, Monday, sorry, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, B defines the month, full name, January, February, March, April, right? And D basically display the full time in the format of DD slash MM slash year. I will note it down everything, so no need to worry. And H, it is also going to give the short name of the month, and we have other. So let me go to the new page. Okay, let me create the new page. Already we have done. Okay, we have written till H, then we have a capital M, then we have a small m, then we have a capital S, then we have a small s, then we have a capital T, and then we have a capital Y, then we have a small y. So I've written everything in very simple manner so that you can understand. If you'll note it down, it is given in some format: A, B, D, H, M, S, t and y. Some one and two more parameters are there, but these are the very useful parameters that you can use. Okay, so now I'm going to explain you the meaning of this parameter so that easily you can remember it. Okay, and we are going to use this formats to practice some commands. Okay, so let's it will basically week name, so basically full name, full name. Example, I'm writing Sunday. Okay, so it will print the full name, and a it will print short week name, uh, week actually weekdays name. Example, Monday, right? Short name. And b month full name. It will print the month full name. Example, March. Okay, small b short name, print short name of month. Example, you can write, Jan, something like that. Day, display information, display date in this format. It will be showing in DDMM and YY. So it will be showing the date in this format. And if I'll talk about the day, so display the date, like one, whatever you want to print, whatever you want them to print, it can print 1, 2, 3 till 31. 30 to 31, because we know that in month we have 30 or 31 days or maybe 21 or 22 days. Okay, and H also print short short month name. Okay, so why exactly I told you all this abbreviation or format, so that you can understand whenever I will run some certain commands, you'll understand what exactly happening. Okay, so this is the very format, I mean, this is the very easiest way that you can remember: A, B, D, H, M, S, T, Y. Okay, so these are the parameters that why we are going to use, so that now you will understand. So let's finish the remaining formats and try to understand what exactly it does. Okay, prints minutes and print small m, print month in numeric format. I will put it as a small letter. Okay, I have written in sequence so that you can understand easily. Otherwise, it will be very complicated to understand in what cases what exactly you have to use. And S represent seconds. If I talk about the small s, okay, so small s represent seconds. It will represent current seconds. For example, there is a clock going on, right? 1 o'clock, sorry, 20 minutes 20 seconds, 20 minutes 22 seconds, 20 minutes 32 seconds. But if I'll talk about the smallest calculate the seconds from the date of 90, 70, 0, 1, 0. So whatever seconds that it started from 1970, it will calculate every second from there. Suppose if you want to print the seconds, it will calculate from 970. It will not follow the format 1 to 60 seconds, right? It will follow the format from 1917 years. Okay, so approximately 53 years, whatever seconds come, it is going to print. Suppose, for example, if you want to check, if you want to see the meaning of that one, I'm just writing this command so that you can understand. Okay, I'm writing capital S. Okay, the format is, I forgot to mention some other format, like how exactly we can print, but I will let you know. Okay, suppose if you want to print, you have to write plus, then percent, and then capital S. If you'll see here, if you'll see here, it is calculating this seconds. Okay, calculating current seconds, not entire from 1970. So entire Linux and Unix system calculating the seconds from 1970. If you are using capital, it will select the current seconds between 1 to 60. But if you'll write small s, what is going to happen? It will calculate. So these are the total number of seconds that happen, which is started from 1970, 0101. Okay, so do not get confused. So basically, you can use this parameter in order to calculate some execute based on the different scenarios. I am going to tell you the two different scenarios to understand this particular thing. So let's come back to the main objective. What kind of objectives that we have? Okay, so formatting. I was talking about the formatting. So you understood this part. So T, capital T is nothing. Print the time. Print the time in 24 hours format. 24 hours format. Okay, so how exactly we are calculating 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12? Then I can start from 1 2 3 4. It is difficult to identify which one is AM and which one is PM. Suppose if you are using the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 to 12, then again I start from 1. Okay, so most of the time we'll be using this T parameters or T format so that we can figure it out. Like it will be calculating to 1 to 24, not 1 to 12. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 12 13 14 15 16, so that you can identify whether it is AM or PM. Okay, so that is the purpose. And year, print the year, print the year with 4 digit. Okay, it will be like 1993. Example, print only, print only two digits, two digits of year. It will come like 1993. So this is how. So these are the main thing that we are going to use, but it has a some small letter which has a different abbreviation which I have mentioned already here. Okay. Okay, let's come to the point. We are going to understand each and every parameters so that it will be easy for us to use in the script and for the different activity that we will be performing in the real-time scenarios. Okay, so this is not the basic commands that I'm going to explain. I'm just going deeper so that you can understand in a very vast manner so that we can utilize in different ways. Okay, so let's start with the different points that we have, which I discussed earlier. What are the points that we have? If I'll come here, the points we have: display current date and time, custom date and time formatting, displaying date and time, setting up system date and time, time zone conversion, calculating future and past date, measuring script execution, generating timestamp in bash script. And then we have understood what are the formats that we can use. Okay, and if you want to use, just for your point, I'm just writing here. So suppose if you want to print any kind of situation like format, so you will be using date plus symbol, and you'll be presenting with a percent, and whatever parameters that you have you can use it, like a percent. What exactly you want to print? Short week. Okay, I will write it small a. Suppose if you want to print month full name, you can put percent capital B. Okay, that is also you can do. And other way also, what you can, how exactly you can write it: date plus percent, something like that you can print. percent A, percent B, something like that. Okay, you can do that way as well. Okay, and because sometimes what happen, I'll let you know what exactly happened. Okay, suppose if I'm writing this command, okay, date plus percent, I'm writing what, weeks, and then percent B. Uh, what is going to happen here? Are you able to find the difference? See, what is happening? Both the words are added together and we are not able to identify which one is the ending point, right? So it can happen in the hours and calculating the minutes or seeing the displaying the seconds and minutes. So what exactly we can do, based on your requirement, you can put hyphen or you can put colon. So I'm using the hyphen so that I can segregate what is weekdays and what is month. See, now we are able to identify because of hyphen that Thursday is a different word and December is a different word. Thursday is a weekdays, and December is a month. So that is how we can identify. Also, if you are using, you can use that way as well. Okay, Thursday and December. Suppose if you want to print mm, a date, right? We want to count the date, what date exactly it is, and the year as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do, percent small d, as we have discussed, small d, and hyphen year, right? I want to print the four digits, so caps y. And if I want to print the hour, what I can do, hyphen percent capital H. Okay, so if you'll enter, see, Thursday, December, date is 22 and year is 23, and as of now current timing is 6 UTC timing. Okay, 6 a.m. UTC timing. That is how you can identify. So that's the reason we have discussed all these points here. I guess I have missed any of them. I feel like H. Okay, I missed H. So H is representing hours. Okay, so let's come back to the point, and then we are going to look into these points one by one quickly. Okay, okay, so I'm going to use everything whatever we have discussed all these points. So point number first, suppose you want to check the time zone, है ना? Checking the time zone, checking the time zone. How exactly you can check the default time zone? I would say checking the default time zone. Checking the default time zone, you'll be using date hyphen u. Okay, default time zone means system local time. Okay, and either different way also you can see cat hyphen l. Also you can use this command, etc local time. Mhm. Okay, here you can see the default time zone. Okay, that is also you can see that way. We have different time zone like Windows system. Suppose if you want to check the different time zone, what are the time zone that we have, we can use the time and date command. Okay, time date ctl also we can use. Mhm. time date time date ctl you can use. So if you use this command, we can see local time, which is in UTC, universal time zone. Okay, and these are the time zone, it is printed over here, and system clock synchronized, yes, NTP service active. Okay, so NTP service, this is a network related service that we are going to discuss later part, but as of now we are going to discuss only date and time, like how exactly we can use the date and time. Okay, so let's start with the some points which I have discussed on top. The first command, I'm going to note it down. So here I'm going to show you the little practical over here so that you'll understand what are these points are here. Okay, so I'll note it down in the green color. That will be great. So let's start with the date command. Okay, command with no option. Command with no option. What will happen if I'll run this command? It will simply show the date. Okay, as we have understood this part. And second, if you want to display the time in display the time in GMT, UTC, and IST, you can see the time as well. How exactly we are going to see this part? I'll show you right away. Okay, plus percent. I have did not mention this percent value in previous point, so you can note it down over here. Okay, so basically it will show you the uh, what is the time format that we are using. So it's not a recommended command, it doesn't show the full information. Instead of that, you can use date hyphen hyphen UTC and plus we know that what are the syntax that we use, percent and said it is not helpful. I We can use some other command like TG in order to check the um, time zone. Okay, what are the time zone that we are using? So I'm just typing UTC. We want to check the UTC. Then percent, then date, percent, date plus percent Z that we can use. There is the plus. Okay, it is not providing the helpful information. Mhm, it's not helpful. Okay, please ignore this command. So basically, whenever you want to check, so I'll recommend to check. There is two commands that I have already explained it earlier. So you can use the time, date, CTL. Okay, it will show you the what is the current system time is running, what kind of time system or time zone that we have. If you want to list what are the time zone like it is available, so there are two ways that you can identify. So first command is you can do the ls hyphen l slash, it is located in USR, and share and zone info. See, so these are the time zone that we have available: Africa, QBT, UTC, RAN. Okay, Asia, everything is there. Okay, and if you want to check the local time zone or anything, I explained in previous command. If you want to check it, you can use cat. Okay, and then etc, then local time. uh, Local time L is missed. So also you'll be able to see the local time. Okay, and there are different ways, and based on, I mean, the very simple command, you can use the date command in order to identify what are the current time zone is there. Okay, and suppose if you want to pull out month, you can use date hyphen m, sorry, date plus percent m. It will print you the information of the month, which month is running as of now. Okay, suppose if you want to put capital M, it's a 44 week, I believe. Sorry, 44 minutes. Okay, and if you'll use the YY, if you'll push the Y, it will print the year. If you'll use M, sorry, if you'll print a, it will print the weekdays. If you print small a, it will print short name. If you'll print minutes, it will print the minutes. If you'll print the second, current seconds, it will print you it is 90, it was a 19 seconds few minutes back. Okay, and if you print small, it will calculate from the 1970 small s. Okay, if you'll print z, it doesn't give much information, but it will print the UTC, what are the time zone that you're running. If you'll run h, so it will tell you it's a 6 a.m. UTC. Okay, if you type date, you can see 6 hours for sorry 6 a.m. 45 minutes 44 second is happening right now. So that is the reason it has printed that way. Okay, so we have understood this point, like how exactly we can use the formatting, and based on the formatting we can use this command. Okay, so these are the basic information that I have given to identify like how exactly this command work and how exactly this print the output. Okay, so I'll come to the point, like I'll come to the point here, how exactly we can print, how exactly we can print the time zone. Okay, so there are different ways. So first point is you can use cat etc local time. This is also you can see use, and other command you can use as time date ctl. Okay, and then also you can use if you want to check, you can use, if you want to list the zone information, list the zone information. For example, listing time zone information. So you can use this command. You can use this command, time date ctl. Okay, list hyphen time zones. Okay, and if you want to set the time, set the time zone, set the time zone, you can use the same command. I'm talking about time zone, I'm not talking about setting the time zone, a different thing, like UTC IST. Like we are running, if you're living in India, we are using the IST. If other people are living in US, or they are using the UTC and GMT based on different coordinates. Okay, so time date ctl set hyphen, you can use the sudo if you are a normal user. Okay, set hyphen time zones, and write whatever time zones that you want to use. For example, UTC or GMT or Asia, Kolkata, based on your requirement. Okay, so let me give you the practical so that you can understand how exactly you can do that. For example, if you run this command, time date CTL. Okay, first we'll go by one step by step. Time date ctl, you know this command, how exactly it works. It will show the information, every information, date, times, hours, etc. Okay, and if you want to list the time zone, what are the time zones available in your system, and based on your requirement, if you want to update, you can also update it. As of now, we just want to list the time zone. So what you can do, time zone, sorry, time date list hyphen time zones. mm, mhm, I have run the wrong command. List, it should be list time zone. Oh, ho, ho. I have written it as a I missed this syntax. So make sure your syntax, you are running the correct syntax. Okay, we have lots of time zones available. Okay, in case if you want to filter out, right, how exactly you can filter out, because if you want to use the Asia, or if you want to use the Bangladesh or US, okay, so we have different. So what you can do, you can search, and based on your requirement you can set it. For example, as of now, what exactly we are using, we are using the etc time zone. See that. And if you want to set it as a, if you want to check whether Asia or Kolkata is available or not, so best way, what exactly you can do, you can run the grep command. Grep, and put it as a Asia, so that will come to know Asia is available or not. Okay, so let's find out Asia Kolkata that we are going to use. See, Asia Kolkata is available. If you want to change this time zone, what we can do, we will be using the same command, but instead of, so what I can do, uh, time, date, CTL, and set hyphen. So use as of now I'm a normal user, so use the sudo command. Or if you are already running, you no need to put the sudo time date ctl, sudo time date ctl set hyphen time zones. Okay, and give the time name. What do we want to select? Kolkata, Asian Kolkata. Mm, time date ctl set hyphen time zone. Time spelling is correct. Ctl set time zones, it looks correct. Okay, so command is basically, and if you'll check the command, actually I have kept extra s, that's the reason it was not giving. So as of now you can see it is changed to ist, and if you'll see, this is my server timing 12:22:42, and if you'll see in the window, it is running as the same time. Okay, so this is how you can identify whether using the date command you can identify whether it is running with ist. Using the ctl command, you can identify whether all the information will be displayed, and if you want to change it, you can use this one. And I'm going to put it back as utc. Okay, so as you can see, it has changed to utc, and if you'll see, the information will come up with utc time zone. And see, this is a different time. And if you'll see my system, and because my windows system is using the local time, so this is the time that we are using. Okay, and apart from that we are going to understand how exactly there are, because there are some other parameters that we can use, like hyphen date command, hyphen d command, to see the past date, to see the future date, to see the future minutes, to see the future weekdays, everything that we can perform. Because all these parameters are it is going to require, in some cases, based on your condition, what exactly you are working on. So sometimes it can also be needed in order to understand how exactly you can implement those, script execution and all. So you can implement if you have a better understanding. So I'm going to give you that better understanding, like how you can calculate the 2 minutes later what will be the time, okay, 2 days what will be the date and time, etc. Few days back what will be the uh, date and time and seconds, everything. So based on the scenario you can calculate that things. Okay, so I'm going to put it some more examples so that you can understand. So as of now, we have understood these points, like how exactly we can execute, how exactly we can see the time zone, and other ways are also there. Like we have understood, like you can change the command like that, okay, using the time date ctl. Also, you can use other ways as well. So this is basically using the link command. So link command is nothing, hard links or hard link and soft link is nothing. In the Windows system, we are calling it as a shortcut. Okay, like we have a multiple shortcuts, right? So using that shortcut also we can use, like we are able to see the shortcuts, right? So in the system, in the Linux system, we are using the ln command to use the shortcut. Okay, so I'll tell you how exactly you can also change the date and time, because we know that where exactly this time zone utility is residing. So first of all, we need to find out where exactly this time zone residing. In every Unix and Linux system, the time zone. Mhm. Okay, other ways, other ways to set the time, to set the time zones. I'm talking about time zone and time both are different thing. Okay, so as of now I'm discussing about the time zone only. Okay, so in the previous notes that we have seen, like how exactly we can use the date and time, sorry, time date ctl command in order to set, in order to list, or in order to see the time zone. So using uh, soft link and hard link also you can use in order to set the time zone. So first of all, we need to find out whether, suppose for example, I want to set it as a UTC, right? Your requirement is UTC, your requirement is GMT, your requirement is IST. Okay, so first of all, we need to find out where exactly this file is residing. Okay, so by default in Unix and Linux system, this time zone is residing on at this location. Location is, so location is USR share and zone info. At this location, every machine Unix Linux system is a time zone is located. If you'll see here, if I'll do the ls hyphen l usr share and zone info. Mhm. Zone info. So you are able to see that these are the different time zone. If you want to set the time zone for the UTC, where exactly you'll go, you'll come here, you'll come, see EST is there. If you want to set it as a EST, you can find it here. If you want to set it as a UTC, you'll be located below, see, or if you want to set the US, because in Asia we have a different time zone, right? So if you want to set it as a IST, then you have to go to the Asia, inside the Asia time zone, because we have multiple time zone in Asia. If you go to this particular location, Asia, right? Caps Asia, see, in Asia we have a multiple different countries are there. So in case if you are using in India, mostly we are using Kolkata or Chennai. If you'll go to the Chennai, let's see what are the options we have. C C A B C Calcutta. Okay, we have this time zone as well, and we can use Calcutta and Kolkata, any of them, based on our requirement. For example, if you want to see, we have seen that this is the another way, like we can see the what are the time zones are available, right? And if you want to set it up, what exactly you can do, you can create soft link using the ln. We are going to create the link hyphen soft link, then path of the location where exactly this time zone is located. As of now, I want to set it as a IST Asia. So I know the location USR, then share folder name share, then zone info, and then Asia. Under Asia, what exactly time zone we want to use? Kolkata. So I set it as a Kolkata. Okay, and where this time zone is defined in our Linux system, it is defined in etc folder. So I'm going to create the shortcut over here, etc slash local time. See, previously we had a UTC time zone. I have updated this time settings. So if I run the command date, you'll be able to see the time in IST. Okay, if you want to identify, if you want to change to UTC using this hard link options, you can use that way as well. Okay, so first of all, we need to identify whether UTC is present or not. What you can do, okay, you can use UTC and check whether this zone is available or not. One second. Mhm. Oh my God, sorry, I ran the wrong command. So basically, we have to do the ls command in order to check whether ls is sorry, whether UTC is available or not. Okay, so check whether UTC is available or not. See, UTC is available. So what exactly I can do? I can use this path in order to create the time zone. Sudo ln sf means soft link, soft means shortcut. For which time zone you want to create the shortcut as a system time zone, you can use the this particular place. Okay, because extra slash is not required, then you can use, because every system time zone is located at etc local time, so I'm just replacing that time zone, because UTC is nothing one kind of small file which has a time zone. So I'll put that file into the etc local time location, so that what will happen, it will set it as a local time. If you'll come here, etc, basically this is the source location, and where you want to define, I want to define to the system location, that is nothing etc slash local time. Okay, if you see the date, it has changed. Time, date, CTL. Also, you can see, if you want to see the, if you want to change the time, then already we have discussed that part. Okay, and one thing, and the small thing that I had already discussed with you, like how exactly we can list the time zone, how exactly we can use all the parameter like z parameter. Percent z actually I haven't mentioned. If in case if I forgot, what you can do, you can add it. I was talking about this part. Okay, not this part, this part. Okay, I will add it here so that you can z. Okay, display time zone. Okay, let's move on to the different this different point, like how exactly we can show the for example, I want to see the date and time, know, whether it is Thursday, Wednesday, whatever it is. So what you can use, so our point was display the, for example, you have given a certain value like 20 slash 22 slash 2023, right? And you want to know the information, what time exactly happened at that moment, right? So it will give the information in brief so that you can understand what was the month, what was the date, and what was the whether it was Thursday, Wednesday. So basically, we are using for such kind of a requirement, we are using this hyphen date parameters. What we are using? We are using the hyphen date parameter. What was our requirement? Our requirement is display the display the given date, given date string in the format, in the format date. What exactly we are going to use? We are going to use With the date command, I'm going to use hyphen hyphen date so that I can fulfill my requirement. How exactly it is going to work? Let's see. Okay. For example, if I have given in certain date hyphen hyphen date, and inside that, what exactly I'm going to write? I'm just going to write some value. Okay, that will be on dd YY. Okay, I'm writing 02. Okay, and for example 12, and for example 2022. Okay, let's see. Mhm. Anything I missed? Just a second. Oh, sorry, I missed the equal to. So this is how it will be showing the time. So at that day, if I've written what happened, it was a Saturday, it was a month of February, okay, and it was a 2022, and the timing was 12. Our it has not, because we haven't mentioned over here, so that is the reason what exactly we are seeing 000. Okay, if I'll mention sometimes, it will display that information as well. Okay, and I'll take some more example. 23. Okay, as you can see, Sunday, February, and month is 12, and because I haven't defined the timing, so that's the reason I'm not able to see the timing. If I'll define the timing as well, it will show you. For example, 2 2 0 0 0 0, it will also show that way. Okay, so basically if you have given certain string and you want to display it, like what time exactly happened, what time was there at this moment, what will happen, it will show you the weekdays, month, date and time, everything in year and all, and what is the time format that we are using. So basically UTC, it will be always taking the local time, whatever time is set for your system, it will be always picking up the same time zone. Okay, so this is the very basic examples, and then we'll move forward to the different point where we will try to print the past date and future date. Okay, so this part is very important because we are going to utilize this particular feature in scripting. I will show you one scripting so that you can understand how exactly we can implement this particular script in the real time use cases. Okay, just a second. Okay, so let's start. This is the very basic things, like you can understand, like if you want to print something and you have given certain ddmm YY format, and it will give you the output in the uh, with some full information like weekdays, month, year, whatever it is. So based on your condition and based on your requirement, that you can use them. Okay, so far we have understood what are the uh, syntax type that we are using. We are using date. If you want to print hours, minute, so based on that you can use date space plus percent. If it is d, if it is percent s, if it is percent m, based on a requirement you can print the date and time. So we are going to use this particular argument or command in the script so that it will print something, okay, based on your condition, based on your requirement. Okay, so far we have understood this part, and also we have understood like what are the different ways we can set the time zone with the two different ways using the time date ctl command, and second we can use the link command using the ln hyphen sf, and you, if you know the path, you can define the path, but easiest way that you can do using the time and date command, easily you can do. Okay, so whatever it is easy for you, that you can opt for that one only. Okay, based on your convenient. Okay, so I was discussing about as of now, like how exactly we can use the how exactly we can check the past date and future date uh, when exactly this particular scenario comes. Okay, let me put the note so that you can understand this part. So date, okay, hyphen hyphen date, you can mention it as a hyphen d as well, it will work in the same way. Okay, and then equal to, without space. Okay, and then you can, inside the double quote, you can define your sorry, ddmm YY and hit it. It will give you the printout, like week, whether it is month and all. Already we have discussed this part. Okay, so if I'll come to the second point, other point, Okay, display the future date, है ना? Display the future date. Okay, display the past and the future date. So it will also follow the same condition like we have discussed. Okay, like first command, it will look like date. It is a small d. Date hyphen hyphen d, sorry, hyphen d or hyphen date, both look same. Okay, date equal to what you can do. Suppose if you want to, I'm for example, I'm talking about past. What I can do, 1 year ago. Okay, for example, another example, date. What exactly? 20 minutes ago. Okay, for same scenario, it will follow for the seconds as well. For example, 20 xyz, like 1 2 3 4 5, whatever it is, so it will calculate based on that. Sorry, seconds ago. Okay, it was for the past. It was for the past. If you want to see it for the future, how exactly it will look like? It is for the future. So same thing, date hyphen hyphen date equal to colon 20 years. You don't have to write ago, just write 20 years. Okay, this parameter will be same, and suppose 2 minutes later, so it will be like 2 minutes. If I'll talk about the seconds, 10 seconds, simple as it is. Okay, so where this logic fit, है ना? So where this logic come into the picture? So if you want to find like useful logic when exactly it will be coming to the picture in the real time scenario, this will come as a script execution duration, है ना? Script execution duration. Logic, I'm just giving you the logic so that you can understand how exactly you can calculate the script execution time. Okay, so for example, if you want to calculate the total, script execution time, so what exactly you can define based on the line where exactly you start from. Suppose if this is a script, right? For example, this is your script here, right? And you have given some certain command and you have starting your, for example, start time. Your script is starting from here, then end time, है ना? And then what exactly you'll be doing? Execution time. How will exactly you'll find out the execution time? You'll find the execution time like end time minus start time equal to. So this is the logic that you will be defining. If you'll write in any bash script, so for example, if I'll talk about in terms of minutes, okay, what is the total minutes happen? So basically we are calculating in seconds. So what will happen, you will get to know the exact uh, execution in a script, because that script executes in seconds, not in hours and all. In the real time scenario, suppose if you're dealing with the uh, large number of data which is in TB, so in that scenario you can use the minute as well based on your conditions. Okay, so as of now I'm taking just one example so that you can understand. I'm just giving you the logic how exactly you can use the date and time command in order to find the total execution time of the scripts. Okay, for example, if I've taken, for example, this is a shebang. Okay, here bin bash, just an example I'm giving why we are using this particular thing, why we are learning all this thing. So this is the basic syntax. It is telling use the uh, bash command, uh, sorry, what we call it, use the um, bash, because we have a different utility available. We have bash, we have uh, uh, I don't remember exactly right now. So we have basically different types of terminals. Sorry, shell. We are calling it as a shell. Okay, so we have different cells available. So different cells have different functionalities. Log functionality, log shell is there, bash shell is there. Okay, no user cell is there. So what will happen? This, suppose if you are using this bash shell, this is the kind of admin shell that we are using. Using this particular bash shell, it has a different commands that you can utilize in order to achieve your task or activity. So mostly, generally, on an average, commonly we are using, in 90% cases we are using only bash. Okay, for example, in the script, very in the beginning of the script, you will be writing this particular line because it is defining which shell you have to use in order to run the command. Okay, so because it has certain privilege to perform the command. So most of the time, on 90% or 95% cases, you will be seeing this particular shell only. Okay, and we will be always using this bash shell. Okay, for example, you have written some command here in the script, you know. You have written command 1, and what exactly you want to do? You want to calculate the total sorry, execution time. So what will happen? For example, I want to calculate in seconds. So I will do one thing. I'll just create one syntax. This is the first command execute, and then it will start counting from here. For example, I'm creating just one small variable so that you can understand. I will cover this scripting part parallelly with the Linux. I have another series of the bash script, so we'll understand it just for your understanding purpose, like how exactly you can understand. So do not worry about what is bin bash and how exactly we are going to write the syntax and all. So do not worry about that part. So basically, I'm just storing the command. I'm storing the value in this particular variable. So variable is nothing. Basically, you are storing some command, you are storing some value so that it will execute. Suppose if I want to execute suppose if you want to execute the date command with the second, so how exactly I can define? I can define under dollar open bracket and then close bracket. So under this open and close bracket, I will be writing the command date, okay, space plus percent s, okay, and you'll be writing some certain command here as well, command and multiple commands you can have. Okay, then end time. Okay, and end time. This is a dollar and date plus space percent s. Okay, as I told you, suppose if you want to find the execution time, it will calculate execution time equal to end time hyphen start time. So what will happen in real case scenario? If I'll show you here, system has went out anyway. Okay, for example, I will give you the example with the percent so that you can understand right what exactly happening here, right? Plus percent m, print the minute. Okay, 24. Now what is sorry, it is in seconds, right? I'll print in seconds. uh we'll discuss in seconds. As of now it is 52 seconds, and as of now it is a 55 seconds, right? So first one, the first command which I've entered, that is nothing, start command, start time, and the second command which I have executed as a end time. Okay, that is the same command. So as you can see, start time was 52 and end time was 55. What is the total execution? So 55 minus 52, right? So that is how you will be calculating. So in order to do that, what exactly I'm going to do? And so let me finish that note so that you can understand what exactly basically we are targeting, right? So we can write the script like start bin bash and then command one, then start hyphen time. I have created one variable. This is nothing, this is a variable, so do not worry about it. So this is variable one, where I'm storing this command which will execute and give the output like 52, you know. And it's the end time, it suppose it has given the output as a 52 and it has given the output as a 55, you know. And then what will happen? How exactly we can calculate? We can calculate execute. We are creating just one more variable, or directly what you can do, um, yep, directly what you can do, you can create one variable execution time, you know, and then dollar double bracket, because these are the, because I'm going to create all the variable 1 and variable 2. So we required two open bracket है ना. One is for the existing variable and one is for the new variable. This is the first variable, this is the second variable. Open command. Okay, so I'll write it as, what is the variable name? Start time. I'm just giving you logic, don't take it hard, so that you'll understand later part. Start time. Okay, and then, okay, this should be the end time, I'm sorry, because end time has a bigger value, you know. And what is the variable name? End time. And time, it came here, right? And then minus end time hyphen start underscore time. Okay, this close, because I have created new variable, and under this variable what I have defined, second variable and first variable. I'm just doing the subtraction so that I can get the value. If you want to print, how exactly you can print? Echo script execution time equal to, what you can mention, equal to, you can mention as a dollar. What is the total answer that it will give? It will print, because this command has a variable 2 and variable 1 and minus whatever 52, sorry, 55 minus 52, so it will print the value like that. So I'm just going to note down the variable name, execute time, and it will print the value. That's it. You'll get the answer like, whenever you will run this script, it will give the answer like, okay, 55 minus 52, 2 seconds execution time, it will be getting like that. Okay, so this is, I just wanted to show in practice. If you want to see, for example, if I'm writing at start, I'm creating one variable, uh, start equal to, uh, okay, start, I'm just writing, sorry, date, you know. This is the command that we have to execute. Percent m, I'm just taking minute, not taking seconds right now. Okay, this is one value, and this is end equal to, creating new variable, end date space plus percent m. Okay, I have enter right now. Let's execute the command echo dollar, echo dollar start. Sorry, double H is there, so I need to remove them. See, what is the time? 28, right? If I'll print end, see, 29. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to subtract. So what? How exactly I'm going to subtract? Echo end minus, mm, mhm, end minus start. I'm just trying like directly in a simple way. That's not the correct way. So I'm going to define one variable, execution time, not writing time, execution t equal to dollar. What is the time? And hyphen, sorry, and space hyphen start. Okay, this is the variable I have created. Now echo, I'm going to execute each variable so that it can note the timing. Start 28, and then echo end. Then I'm going to enter execution, execution t. See, if you can see, 28 and 29 seconds, right? So what exactly, sorry, minute. So what happened? There is a difference in 1 minute or 1 seconds, whatever it is. Okay, so 28, 29 minus 28, 1. So total execution time is 1. That is how you can calculate. I'm just giving you some use cases so that you can implement in your script, because it's very important to identify the time, how much time it is taking, because the practice that you will be working, because you will be dealing with the multiple environments. So what will happen, you will be having QA stage, production, pre-production, whatever it is. So you have to identify how much time it is going to take for that activity, so that you can do the activity in per certain time limit. It's not like that, because if you're working in production, you'll be getting some 20 minutes of time or 10 minutes of time, right? Or maybe 1 hours of time. So in that particular time, you are about to finish the activity. So that is the reason time is very important, okay, in the production scenarios, because we cannot put the server down for the long time, because the production where, that is where business is coming. Okay, so that is the use case, so that I just wanted to let you know. Okay, so yep, so we have understood. So, one more concept, that this is a theoretical part that I hope you have understood now. Why exactly I was talking about, the reason is that multiple scenario will come, we don't know what will happen next, है ना? For example, I want to check what is the time right now. Date, it is, I'm just calculating based on minutes. Okay, it is 32 minutes. After 20 minutes, what will be the time? So I will using date hyphen hyphen date equal to, under the double quote, I'll writing as a 20 minutes. What will happen after 20 minutes? 32 plus 20, 53. Just 1 second has passed, because time is also running in the system, so it has calculated. So after 20 minutes it will happen 53 minutes, but in the real time, if you'll see, it is still 33 minutes, means 33 plus 20, 53 minutes. Okay, if you want to see previous, right, 20 minutes ago, what will happen, you will be able to see the time. 20 minutes, 33 minus 20 means 13, so 30 minutes before this time will happen. 7 o'clock, 13 minutes. That is how you can calculate. If I'll talk about years, right? Years. Okay, 20 years. What will be the timing? It will be 2023. Okay, if I'll talk about seconds, okay, as of now, what was the seconds? 52, right? So 20 seconds before, what will happen? 51 second will happen. Okay, so first I will write command date 15, right? So I'll mention it as a 20 seconds ago. See? So this is how you can, so suppose there is a logic. I'll tell you one logic how exactly you can achieve this part, like a real-time use cases. So I'm going to show you some real-time use cases so that you can understand, like how exactly that script can be implemented. Okay, and before that, what exactly I'm going to do here? Before that, for example, if you want to make the backup of file, whether it is zip, or whether if you want to create some certain file, suppose in system, it could be Tomcat, or any multiple web service. How exactly it is creating the logs, right? For example, it is creating the log something like that. Not exact one, but kind of similar one. Okay. For example, I want to create the log name server underscore log. You know what time it has created? So I'll put it as a date. Time is time, right? Date server log date. What kind of date you want to give in? You want what kind of date, because it is going to create one file name with the date, what was the date and what was the weekdays and what was the year, you know, everything it will count. So first, suppose if I want to print the week, you know, the small abbreviation, so what will happen, small a I will take it as a small a, hyphen I will take as a, I want to print as a month, so percent for the month I'll be taking as a small b, small abbreviation. Then I will take it year, right? So for the year I will be take y, and hours I will be taking as a percent hours and minute, sorry, percent m. This is nothing what your colon is nothing, it is segregating, it is separating the value so that you can you will be able to read it, you know. Then bracket close, then dot, then log. If you'll see here, it has created one file just now. See, server log, and whatever time I have given, it has created the file that way. Abbreviation of week, Thursday, December 2023. If I'll not give the hyphen and all, it will mix up. You'll not be able to identify clearly, right? So this is how you can create the file as well. In order, if you want to create the file, you can use the zip command, hyphen r. What is the file name that you want to give? For example, if you want to give this file name, okay. If you want to give the file name as a zip, you can give the zip name. Where's the source location that you want to create the file? etc. Okay, I'll take it as a etc folder. What will happen at this current location? It is going to zip the file. If you'll see here, see, this zip file got created. Okay, if you want to see this zip file, unzip command, what are the file contents are here, you will be able to see. I guess we are using hyphen L. It will not unzip. It will not unzip the file, but it will show you the content using the zip command. We'll cover it up in the upcoming classes. So it has, if you'll see, it has not yet unzip the it has not yet uncompressed the file, but if you'll use the unzip command with hyphen L, it will show you what kind of content is there under compressed file. Okay, it will list out, it will only list out what are the files are there, it will not uncompressed. Okay, so that is how a real time scenario you can use it. I hope you have understood this part. All right, and sorry, so I'm going to create some logic. So based on that, our requirement, so first of all is there a requirement gathering. Okay, so how exactly requirement can be gathered, I will tell you how to set the time as of now, because I was talking about the time zone and some other stuff. So as of now I'm talking about the how exactly we can set the time. I will check this part later, I'll discuss you this part later. Let me tell you how exactly this particular time command can be useful in the real-time scenario. So most of the command has a different use cases. So I'm just telling you in the depth, because if you are, suppose if you are moving into the IT industries and you are from the non background, okay, basic thing will not work. So first of all, you need to understand why we are using that particular command. So the command which you are running in the Linux machine, okay, always your purpose should be to automate that thing. It should not be, suppose if you have a one day of work. Okay, if you are manually running the command, it will take 2 days and 3 days. If you run the script, it will complete it within 2 and 3 hours. Okay, so that is how you can save the time. So command that I'm going to teach you, my purpose is to teach you the scripting and automation part. Okay, so that is the reason I'm discussing in details. Okay, so let's create some certain logic. Okay, logic. My requirement is like, okay, we are creating some certain script. My logic requirement, first of all, requirement, always remember requirement is important. Based on that we can create the logic. Okay, my requirement is every minute, my requirement is every minute create one file, every minute create one file. I'll give some certain name. Second, here n number of files will be coming. Suppose 1 minute one file will be created, second minute second file will be created, something like that. Okay, in that file, okay, so mhm. So in that, in that each file, in that each file, every second, every second time stamp should be printed, है ना? Every second. So understand what exactly, every minute one file will be created, every minute 1 minute is completed, second file is created, sorry, 1 minute completion, one file is created, second, in second minutes started, second file is created. Okay, so what will happen if I'm talking about in every file, what will happen, Okay, this file got created. We have given some certain timestamp name. So every second enter. Okay, this is the second one, second two, second three, second three, till 60 second. Once 60 seconds is completed, what exactly I have logic? Every minute create new file. It has ended. It has created new file again. And then in new file, what will happen? Again, timestamp will be there till 60 seconds, right? So we are going to create some kind of logic so that every minute one new file will be created. Under that, entry will be happening. Okay, and second, as soon as second minute started, it has created the new file. It has log out from this file, and again it has jumped into this file. New file got created, and entry again started. And second minutes completed, then third minutes it has created new file, and then entries happen. This is how logs are getting captured. So my logic will be, if I'll create the logic, how exactly that logic will. So how exactly that logic will look like. So so first of all, how exactly logic will be building logic. Okay, first of all, we have to create the file name in a variable. So first of all, we have to put some condition, like we can put the while condition, because we are using condition, like every minutes, like we have to create the file. So while, we can use the while true condition. Okay, if this is true, okay, create one file name. Okay, I will say it as a file name or something. File, I'll give it as a I'll give it as a file name only. Variable, I'll create some file name, and then I'll put it as a file underscore name something, and I'll put the variable and date where it will print blah blah blah, while create the file name with this file name, and then run the touch command. You know that touch command what exactly do. So create the file name, because I just want to create one file name. I have just given the name here. Okay, so I don't know what kind of files name will be there, so I'm defining the file name. What kind of file name will be there? File name only. I have printed the name, what kind of name will be there. Okay, and we know that using the touch command we can create the file name. And what is the file name? Whatever variable, file name underscore date. Every minute I said, right? So I can use percent, है ना? And I can use a percent b in order to print and December and hour and minute. If you want to print minute, that is also fine. I will print hours and minutes so that you can understand every minute it is creating the file. So because I have given the file name, what file name, I will put it this variable over here, dollar, just file name. Now this will while true, just create this file name. And while true what? Because we don't know. Now here is the things come into the picture: start time and end time. Okay, that is how we can figure it out, how exactly we are going to calculate the time. Okay, and based on that, what exactly we can do, based on that we can create the scenario. We will create some variable like a start time, as we have as I have done it in the terminal, as I showed you, like a start time and end time, how exactly it will be calculated. Okay, so let's type and underscore time. I'll create one variable. I just don't do this, don't take this part. I will create, I will show you the, I'll give you the file so that you can execute and you can find out, right, which will fulfill our requirement. So end time will be something. Okay, so for every minute I said, right, for I can use date command, and I can use hyphen hyphen date as well, है ना? Hyphen hyphen date, and in the bracket 1 minute, and 1 minute. Under this 1 minute, what exactly I want to print? I want to print only minutes. Okay, I want to print only minutes, then capital M. This will also look like. And then what I will define, I'll define the condition line. While true, what? Do this. Do this what? If logic will fulfill, what will happen? End time. You got it, end time. Okay. End time will what? After 1 minute, what will be the timing? So we'll get it as a 50. For example, you have got as a 55. End time will be. Okay, just example I'm telling you. And because starting time, it has calculated the current time plus after 1 minute. Okay, and then I'll create the logic while कब अगर आपका जो करंट टाइम है, आप ये फ्लो को तब तक सॉरी यू हैव टू रन दिस फ्लो until this value is not equal to or not greater to end time. Okay, so current time I will put it as a dollar. Under this dollar I will put it as a date plus percent capital M, then less than if this current time is less than, LT means less than dollar end underscore time, then what you have to do, colon, then do what, end time is, for example, consider as a 55 है ना, just I'm just telling you 55, and current time is 53. This loop will continuously run while true what, date and end time. So if 53 is less than 55, then run it again. Now it become 54, run it again. Now if it become 55, run it again. Now if become 56, terminate and create new file and start the cycle again. Okay, so that is how it will look like. So I'll explain you the logic. So I've already written the script so that we can save the time and all. I've written the same logic here. If you'll see here, there is no file right now. System is, I'm creating one file, rmf1rf star dot. Okay, I'm creating one file name vi. I'll give it as a not file creation dot sh. I'm not writing the script because already I have implemented. So that is work on same logic. See, bin bash. Then while true, what end time will be? This is the end time. Date hyphen hyphen date equal to 1 minute. You can put it in different. If you want to use a second, you can use the different approach as well. You can use the second because there is a certain uh, uh, inbuilt variable is also there. But why exactly I'm telling, because I just wanted to explain these terms which I have explained few minutes back, not this one, the logic which I was talking about. So I'm going to explain that one, not this logic. This is the logic I was talking about, right? Date. So this is the use case, like we have learned this command, right? 1 year ago, 20 minutes ago. So you can utilize this particular option to build such kind of functionality. Okay, so it will be creating the file name. File name is nothing, this is the variable name, and I have given the file name. What kind of file name that I want to create? File name underscore date. It will print the date. Okay, date count 1 2 whatever it is. Percent month. Month means short form of the month. Percent y means 4 digit of year. Hyphen percent h means what, hours. Percent m means minutes. It will print the minute. What will happen? So I will be able to see the minutes as well, right? That is how I will be able to identify whether every minute's files are getting created or not. Okay, then touch command. So I have defined this file name already here, so it will take the file name from here and then create the file name. And I have defined the variable, so that what will happen, the same condition which I have defined few minutes back, I have explained it, right? So date hyphen hyphen date, after 1 minute, run this command after 1 minute, till 1 minute, and then create new file. Okay, so till end minute, what will happen, it has predicted the next future till what time it has to be run. So I have created the condition. Okay, just the just variable I have created. So condition, in order to create the condition, I have created this end time, so that date time is nothing, it is presenting the current time. Okay, current time run up to hyphen l2 end time. For example, current time is 22 minutes, and end time we have predicted, run this command till it becomes 55. Okay, as soon as it reaches to 55 or more than 50, for 55, what will happen, it will start the cycle again. Okay, while true, condition is completed. Slip 1 means What is the meaning of slip one? So current time is nothing. I can define, I don't need to define this variable directly. I can print it here. So always remember, try to use the variable so that you can implement easily. Otherwise, if you'll try to hard code, it will become very lengthy, and it will it will be very complex to understand the uh, script, what exactly they have written. So that is the reason I have defined everything. So that why exactly I have defined the variable, so that I can put it in a very simple value over here, right, in the short form. Okay, date and time, it is already simple command, so I have just defined it under the variable, so directly it will run. See, otherwise I have to write everything in this place. So that is the reason I have defined the variable. So what kind of entry that should be inside the file name? What file name? What exactly I was talking about? I was talking about this one. Mm, okay, the entry which you are seeing the line, right? So slip 1 means every second, 2 means 2 second, 3 means 3 second, every 1 second do the entry. Okay, so what will happen if it is 52? Okay, the value is true, then do this entry at current time and file name. Okay, file name, already we have file name, it has taken from there. Do the entry in the file name. Okay, so that you'll understand the concept right now. Because as of now, what exactly the logic is, if condition is true, if this condition is true, I have created, do not understand this is the condition and all. This is just a file name, that variable name, just for the convenience I have given. It's just a name, and then it is creating. Main condition is starting from here. While agar, if the date is lesser than end date, keep on running, do inside the file first. So I'll tell you once again. Okay, so run this condition. Okay, take the file name, create the file name. Okay, and then get inside the condition. Condition is, if it is less than if date time is sorry, if this current date is less than the end time, okay, do the entry in the current file. Okay, this is the file name. What is the file name that we have given? This is the file name. It is taking off from there. How exactly it is how exactly it is recognizing the file? It is recognizing the file from here. Do the entry. Then once this condition is false, because it was a 52 and it was a 55, now it has become 55, and it has become, sorry, it has become 56, it has become 55. Condition is false, completed, and cycle again started. It has created new file, and then it has reaches to here. Then again condition is created. Okay, it became 56 and it became 55. Now condition is false and it has started the condition again from here. Okay, so if you'll see the output, then you will understand. I have saved it. In order to run the script, chmod plus X, in case if you want to execute any of the script, so you have to run chmod plus file underscore creation dot sh. Okay, I will discuss in details in the script in some other lecture, step by steps, because as of now I'm discussing about the date and time command. Okay, so I will just go straight forward. So this is the, so the chmod command, it will come previous, I have explained it in the previous lecture. I will put it that videos on YouTube, so that you will be able to find all the series over there. Okay, day wise, in the sequence wise, so that you will understand. Right now I want to execute this file. So what will happen if I'll execute now this particular file which I have created, right? It is not going to be end, it will continuously running. It will continuously run, because I have opened the same uh, server in the different CLI. So you will be able to see. Are you able to see any files? You're not able to see any files. Right now I'm going to execute this command. See, it is not getting executed, sorry, it is not getting ended, because I have given the while true condition where I have defined the infinite loop. Okay, so if you'll see here, see, one file got created. Okay, I have not defined the file name. So what exactly I'm going to do here? It is not printing well. See, we are not able to identify the real thing, right? So what exactly I'm going to do, I'll edit the script so that we will be able to identify the name of the file name properly. Okay, so let's change the file name. I want to print what? Okay, sorry, percent %p hyphen month abbreviation. It's a month abbreviation, right? That is fine. Year and month all looks good. WQ. Now it will give the abbreviation of the file name as well. If I run it, infinite loop has started because of while true condition. If you see here, one file got created. See, I have given the abbreviation B, and then I have given the M. Percent %m means it will print the month in numeric value, then year, and this is the hour, and this is the it's okay, this is the minutes. Okay, this is the minutes. Okay, so if you see this file, entry is happening here. Mhm. If you see this file, see, it has entered. If you see, new file got created. See, uh, after 1 minute, it has created this file and it has done the entry. And 1 minute is finished. Then at 57 minutes, it has created, not 57, after just 1 minute, it has created one more file. And if you'll see here, script is still executing. Do you know why? Because we have given the while true condition, because it will continuously running. And if you'll be wondering, like, why, how exactly this file is getting written. So suppose if you want to do the entry in any file, for example, I have created one file, touch nishant.txt है ना. I have given the file. If you'll see, this file has nothing, this file has nothing, no content is there. If I want to print something na, using the command echo, you can also print. If you see my file, you know, if you see, I have written echo entry at current time, you know, which file. If you see, current time means what kind of value it is entering. Current time I have given as a date plus year, month, date, hours, minute and second I have given. And where exactly I want to print, I want to insert the content inside the file name. What is the file name? This is the file name. Okay, if I'll come here, just a second. So what I'm going to do, so that you can understand what exactly I'm trying to say, I'm just open this command out of queue. I have created the file name. What is the file name? Nishant.txt, and you have seen there is nothing. So using this echo command also, you can print anything. I'm writing something. See, anything is missed? No. Where I want to insert this value, whatever value is coming, I'm going to insert in nishant.txt. See, if you'll now open the file, Nishant, see, are you able to see the file name? I'm writing something and it has printed because I have defined the command and which will print that particular value, whatever comes. And if I want it again, you will be able to see two value. If I want to run it again, you will be able to see three value. See, so this is how it is printing. If you'll see here, multiple files got created. It has created at 56, 57 minutes, 58 minutes, 59. So every file is running this kind of command and doing the entry till 16 second. Okay, so if you want to see the file, you will be able to see total 60 entry will be there. Okay, uh, I believe I have execution has ended or what, I don't know. Anyway, I'll take the different file name, 58. See, if I'll count total 60, mhm, sorry, WC. Okay, if you'll see, 59 seconds are there because it is entering to the second minutes. Okay, you'll find the 59 entries are there, you will be able to see. Okay, if you'll go to the second means every second it has made the entry. As you can see, if you count it, it will be 16 seconds. See why it is 16 seconds? Because it's a 0 0, it is starting from the 0 0. Okay, 0 0 1 2 3 59. See that? So that is how we have tried to implement the logic so that we can understand the use cases of time and date. Okay, so it can come for the backup purpose, it can come for the suppose if you are creating any logs file also you can do that way. Okay, so just I have given some certain demo so that we can understand. So every command which I will be teaching in the future, whether it is a what we call it is a regular expression, grep command, a grep command, xgrep command, xarg command, है ना, cat command, tag command, and awk command, and so many things are there. Okay, so different why I'm telling you, because our purpose should be to do the automation. That is how companies are hiring. Without that you'll not be able to do that. Okay, so in case it is very helpful, suppose if you want to get a very good hike or something, so that you'll be having the depth knowledge of this certain things. If you want to become a system administrator or DevOps engineer or liability engineer or whatever it is, so Linux has a everywhere requirement. So if you have having the such kind of knowledge, you'll get hired immediately with a good amount of package. Okay, so this is what exactly I wanted to explain all these things. Okay, so we have discussed how exactly we can measure the script execution. We have discussed how exactly we can check future and past date, whether it is minutes, seconds, hours, or years, or day, or week, whatever it is. We have discussed how exactly we can set the time, and I have discussed how exactly we can use the format date options like percent a, है ना, plus percent a, plus percent b, plus percent small a. So everything we have discussed. Okay, so so these are the things that I have discussed. So you can use your own way based on the requirement and try to practice hard how much you can practice. So if you have any doubt, you can just let me know, and then yes, I'll give the answer. Yeah, thanks. Thank you.